Hello guys, NautoAce here, and I want to give my quick thoughts on a controversy with Starfield, and that is 30 frames per second versus 60 frames per second, and that Todd Howard said it was a creative decision. Well, the question is it or is it not? Well, in my opinion, I think it's a potato situation really, but to some extent I can see it's probably going to be a technical issue why they can't do it to some extent. I mean, if you look at Starfield, it is a big game. The environment is large. There's a lot of things that's happening, details. So saying that it's creative, maybe it is, but to some extent, again, nothing personal. A lot of people might feel like, oh, it's just a cop-out, you're just doing a positive spin, because there are a lot of developers that have said that trying to make very detailed and in 60 frames, it's not that easy. You might say, oh, Street Fighter did it, Yakuza game did it, etc., 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 did it. Maybe. The question is, are they highly detailed character model, CG model, 3D model, you name it? Who knows? So yes, unfortunately, in my opinion, I think most people will say that making a positive spin that 30 frames per second is a choice. It's sort of a cop-out saying that, well, we can't do it in this game because of X, Y, and Z. So they're trying to make a very high detailed environment and the character models very detailed. Then if the system doesn't work, such as the Series X and the PS5, then yeah, you have to cut down to 30 frames. I mean, Final Fantasy 16 is in 30 frames from what I see. So, I mean, can you do a performance mode? Yeah, to some extent. I mean, some games are already doing that on those consoles. So, my thoughts is that, is it a choice? Is it a creative choice to do 30 frames per second? To some extent, yes, but they're probably compensating on something, because I can give an example such as Toshi did for the PlayStation. Believe it or not, there's a detail mode and a performance mode, and if you play it on performance mode, the game's going to be 60 frames, but the polygon's going to be like PlayStation 1, like blocky characters. Then if you wanted more detail on the PS1, then it's going to be on 30 frames. So yeah, so in my opinion, I think it is sort of a cop-out, but I can understand where the developer's coming from. I know some people argue that shouldn't be, like, it's not an excuse, but I mean, as Sakurai said, are you a game developer? Just saying there. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the 30 frame versus 60 frame. Should games be 60 frame on the PS5 and Series X? It would be nice, it should be, but I guess to some extent the game developer, they're not there yet. I mean, if it's on the PC, then that's a different story there. So with that, I'll see you guys later.